And friggin' yeah, so I build impossible objects, I pull them off paper. Hi YouTube, I'm back. You are out there checking this out from the back page. Let me know if you're watching from home, if you're on a computer or tablet. Like to know where my reach is at. Probably just hitting the FYP here in a minute or whatever you're suggested. So drop a line, let me know what's up. Please drop a comment, say hi, join in. I'm Jesse from Yerington, Nevada, and I build impossible objects. So if you are out there kicking around, please drop in, see what's up. I do a lot of crazy stuff. I appreciate the response I have gotten on YouTube. No viewers in here yet, but we've only been on a minute, so really. So blessings to anybody out there that is watching, that has watched, has checked my videos out, the different stuff. I really do appreciate you, right? We'll swap over to that. Hello, random people. I'm playing with you. This isn't a drawing. I Google impossible and build them. So, welcome in. How are you? Who are you? Drop me in the chat down there. Say hello. I'm Jesse. I build impossible sculptures. You're the first person I had through here, so thanks for dropping in and looking at this stuff. Yeah, much love. So, prayers and blessings to whoever you are. I'm a Dudas Priest. Hey, we got more people in here. Welcome in, y'all. I'm Jesse Montero. Please drop a chat down there. Get that chat rolling up. I need to get that going. Tell me where you're watching from. Are you on a computer? You're at work? Happy Tuesday, people. Yeah, I build impossible objects. I literally Google impossible, and that's not a drawing, right? And that's what I do. So drop a chat, say what up, say something, pretty please. You know, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I need to pick those up. I'm at 173. I'd love to be at 200 by the end of this live. So if you can help me out with that, grab a subscribe now. I also sell the stuff. There's a GoFundMe. Tap that screen too. I think that works, but tap that screen for me. Drive up the algorithm. I think that happens here. I know it works like hell on TikTok. I had 400,000 views last month on TikTok. So my lives do okay there. Over here, we're going to see. So appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here, coming through, checking some of the impossible stuff out. Stick around for a few too. I'm working on a crazy sculpture. So if you like Escher, you like the different stuff, drop me in the chat. You want to see a sculpture, because what I'm building is, where is it? This is what I'm building. So y'all want to see the progress on it? Drop in the chat down there. Say hi, say something, please. Help me out. The more my chat rolls, the more viewers I get, the better we do. Please grab a subscription. But look at this too. Can you imagine trying to build this? It's all kinds of wonky and cattywampus. just the same as these. Hello, Cool Breeze Trees. Thank you for running the chat up. How are you? Welcome in. I'm Jesse. I'm an artist. I build impossible objects. I take and I Google impossible and then I pull it off paper. The sculpture I was talking about here, MC Escher's The Belvedere, right? He's the original artist behind it. Thanks for dropping in, yo. It was getting lonely around here, y'all. I was going, man, nobody's showing up, and then there's not saying nothing. Ireland. Well, hello. I'm in Nevada, West Coast in the USA. So Ireland and Europe, you probably are familiar with Escher, the impossible staircase stuff. Yeah, right? So what I do is I Google it, and then I look at it, and I come up with the way to build it. True to physical form. So I'd really love to build this over in the Netherlands and a couple of places, y'all. I need to drive up subscriptions and different things. Patreon. I'm on TikTok under the same username. So please, if you're on TikTok, grab me up there. But I'll be going live here in about an hour and 40 minutes there. But building on this a little bit. This live's only going to be 45 minutes or an hour long or so. But what do you think of this? I Google impossible and then I figure out a way to build it. You got a lot of history though. So I got Basque, Irish, English, Dutch, they tell me in my lineage, and I think some indigenous. And it's, you know, y'all have some beautiful country I've seen. And the people, the accents. More Daughters of Lilith than I know what to do with, but we won't go there. No, just beautiful stuff, though. I'd love to freaking come over and travel that area one day. I'm hoping the art will get me there. But we'll see. That's to be determined. You know, a lot of it's coming down to just selling them. These, I'm doing $80 for the impossible sculptures. And, like, this right here is made of silver. So, pure silver, these. I take these coins and then I go. And I cut them up and then I make jewelry and other stuff. So, also dabble in jewelry. Working on a coloring book of ambidextrous simultaneous art. So when I draw with both hands at the same time. So as I'm doing my art, this is how my get down is. And I do draw like this quite a bit live. So it's one of my get downs, but yeah, between selling the art, doing jewelry, doing stuff, there's another ambidextrous drawing. I love staircases and the illusions too. I appreciate the subscribe, boss. I'll take any subscriptions I can get. I'd love to hit 200. Y'all got me 173 and I haven't been live that many times over here. So appreciate it. I'm a blacksmith. I'm a chimney sweep. I'm a Dudas priest, like D-U-D-E. I just love people, right? So I greatly appreciate the subscribe, the taps, the likes, for you chatting it up, giving me somebody down there to talk to. Appreciate that vibe. I do blessings too. I pray in Sage. So when I throw this out there, that it's blessings to you, to every one of us, to humans in general, to people being kind to each other for no good and apparent reason other than we can. So to everybody out there that's tuned in, that's chatted, that hasn't, just watching, everybody that's helped me out on TikTok and all them, thank you so much, right? For people that come through, just the support in general. For another soul to keep me from being like uber lonely up here going, help, I'm talking to myself and the wife's going to hear this later because I'm going to post it on YouTube. That. So, thanks for enjoying some of the impossible stuff too, like these. When I Google impossible, I didn't like start out going, oh, I'm going to Google impossible and then build it to become famous. What it became, y'all too, thank you for the taps. Tap that screen, hit with subscribe, really appreciate it. If not, drop a chat. Where are you from? We got Ireland up in here. Cool Breeze Trees. Thank you. Where else, y'all? Where are you out there on your phone, computer? How you hearing me? So I mess with impossible stuff. I take and I figure out how to build impossible objects, like CERN and some of those. So I literally make quantum. You're a chimney sweep too? Hell yeah. You know, that it's one of the friggin' most rugged but awesome jobs. I didn't even know it was a thing. Yes, I weld, right? Perth, right on. Australia, hello. Hayes Kush, thank you for dropping a comment. Australia, right on. The chick I was hanging out with at Burning Man was from Australia. Yes, this here was hand blacksmithed. I hand hammered all the pattern and everything, and then the corners are MIG welded. So I did leave a couple of my welds exposed here and right there. No, I hand filed some. But I did all the hand shaping. This was my portfolio for welding for years. And all y'all, thank you for running the chat. Thank you for dropping it in there, tapping. Any shares you want to throw out there to Facebook or otherwise, always appreciate those. And yeah, I did this because of mental health, right? I was trying not to drink. Drinking was a problem for me. And I was talking with a dude at a meeting and we decided what's a hobby? So we Googled this thing and next thing you know, I tried to build it. And a week later, I handed it to him. And rock on. Yeah, the phone seems to be the popular thing. That's what I'm broadcasting on is my iPhone. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. We warm the air for hell in the middle of Nevada. I'm between Las Vegas and Reno and little tiny farm town out here. And service and cell phones. I mean, we're lucky we can broadcast. So everybody out there, thank you for running the chat. Couple more people joined in. Where are you from? Thank you for being here. Yeah, 100%. The drinking problem I had was the Irish in me. Some like that and many other things. Part of it was, though, an emotional control. I didn't know how to control my emotions, and I used alcohol as a response for it. Broccoli's a lot better now. Sure, that's an option, but know how to do it with nothing, right? And that's a big part of it. Know how to raw dog my emotions, I guess is a way to put it. Know how to straight up friggin' go, all right, I got this. I don't have to do nothing crazy. You know, I don't have to soften it up. I don't have to do anything to really put myself out. Here, I got to check on one thing, y'all. Give me 1 sec. And this will be a 30-minute live today, I think. So all the taps, comments, thank you much. You know, yeah, I lived in the city for a little while. I learned how to weld a lot of stuff with a friggin' hot glue gun. And now I'm blessed. We live in the country where we have 5 acres. I got a shop and a garage. And, yeah. And now that I don't drink, I don't have to worry about a lot of shit. Like, life's cheaper, stuff's better. I actually started, instead of doing chimney sweeps and that, no longer, yeah, don't piss the wrong church off, let me say. Or your parents. They can get vengeful. But I do jewelry as well. So custom cut copper jewelry, silver jewelry. And then here's another one. This one's called the Bars Illusion. So 4, 3. This one was fun too. Hella friggin' hard to wrap my... And let's see, yes, I've got, these are hand cut turquoise. This one's turquoise. This has turquoise, Criscola, and copper. This one has malachite and a couple other stones in it. Possibly a nice green. But yeah, I rough cut my own stones or I grow my own. So I've also grown this. So, yeah, I play with wood, stone, copper, here's some of the rough stock that I have. Yeah, I started construction when I was 11 years old. My grandfather was a civil engineer, and so there isn't much I couldn't do. I didn't have the money to buy the tools, so I made the tools to do rock cutting and polishing and the whole works. So I started cutting those up, and as well as mill my own lumber and stuff, like this here. That's burl. So I cut my own burls and different things like this. I need to stabilize or cut something smaller, but for pendants and such. So yeah, life is a chimney sweep. Let's just say that movie Mary Poppins, I took a lot of inspiration from Bert, and I didn't realize how much. But even down to my license plate for years. On my truck, it said Chim Chimney. So play with a little bit of everything. And then I'm Basque descendant too, so they say I'm like part Nephilim, and I'm like, I don't know. And then somebody's pointing out, but you can do this, and I'm like, huh. I do some live vids. A lot of it I do on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, I'm Wandering Nevada Soul on there as well. So gladly check that out. Hook up with me over there. Tomorrow I'll be on here at 1:30 p.m. So in an hour from now, whatever time that is in your time zone, tomorrow I'll be doing a podcast with my friend Katie on here. Oh yeah. Yeah, the chimney sweep aspect, and you know what I didn't like was the heights, right? Getting way up there, I was addicted to adrenaline, I figured out. And when you're getting up there as a chimney sweep, right? And you're not afraid. This day sucked. I bought a 40-foot ladder to do this and a couple other jobs. So having to get up there and do that, and then always getting the picture from the top. Yeah, with the Viper, one of those. See, a lot of mine I did from the top down because the layouts are the 45s, the offsets. And then a lot of friggin'... let's see. My fabrication of metalwork or tower work. Here was another one. So when I was doing tower work, I go up to the top of these mountains to the radio wave towers and climb to the top. So did IT and tech for a little while. That was different because there was no brush in my hand and no roof to land or fall off. Ones like this were insane too. This is why you do sweep from the bottom up. But this right here, that one sucked. I actually had to put in bracing and everything else. When they did this, they didn't put in the original bracing. So I put in a ladder back brace. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I hate ladders. Yeah, that. And then, as always, the view down. I look back too going, I'm an idiot. Yeah, and it's not the fall that gets you. It's that sudden stop at the bottom and the road rash on the sandpaper on the way down. Like, yep. Straight up get it. Let me look for one thing too. Nope, that was a camel. No, and no. Like, of all the things, not since I was in my 20s, but yeah, that was a thing too. Like, straight up. Once I quit drinking, did psych meds and a bunch of stuff, I changed my perspective. I was addicted to adrenaline. I'm finding out I'm neurodivergent. I'm autistic, or some variety therein. And I always looked at life and things, right? And talking to people, and like, I never realized it till I looked at the mental health part. But for years, I always was like, I want normalcy. I want something normal. I want this out of life. I want that. I want that picture perfect. Yeah, 100%, right? And I kept looking at it in all my past and my trauma, going, I clearly don't have that. I'm not the same. There's no way. This isn't working. And somebody else going, but did you look at it like this? Did you change your perspective a little? And then I started going, oh, wait, wait, you might be right. Like, serious? So stuff like that turned into, and then later learning I was on the spectrum. You know, I was in this thing, gifted and talented back in the day. They fed me donuts to do math problems. And I was in the class with the kids with the wheelchair and the special aids. And thank you. I mean, to mess with stuff like this and to build in quantum to, I don't know, why not? Oh, and chimney sweep art, like, here, I got one. Give me one sec. I started doing other sculptures too, right? I found out the other day as I was like, I did this sculpture and this sculpture. No, this was like each type of medium I played in. Let me check my safety deal, my carbon monoxide detector. All right. So, yes, I have a lot of videos on TikTok. Wandering Nevada Soul. A lot of build videos, a lot of different stuff. So this was my first fire sculpture. Propane. If you don't play in propane or you're not trained, don't. But beyond that, and yes, I did 400,000 views last month on TikTok. So over here is pretty slow. But I only came back on a little bit. Some of the lives are down to 10 to 20 people. Some are at 3, 4, 500. So it all depends on the day and how much traffic's out there. But this one's Fight for Peace. It's the scales of war, right? And this whole fight for peace or fight for money, which one is it? And the fight for peace, fight for peace, fight for peace, leaving the world all tore up and the floor up and these rivers of human juice, right? It's all bashed up. Scale of war has clearly been hitting a little. And people living in fear of these things and these clouds. And then this happening. And I've also started trying Twitch a little, not too big there. I had a viewer over there today too, so blessed. But I dabble in propane. I'm working on a couple more designs. The next one, and also emotional trauma. You know, I will really want to do another piece on emotional trauma. And thanks. Yeah, that one's kind of fun. To me, I think it'd be a lot better to say let's work on fixing Fukushima than building more of them damn things. But like the dragon here, painted that. Yes, I do actually. I just sold another one today, one of my drawings. So I'm working on a coloring book. This one right here, I have down on a sale at 100. It's the dragon on, and it's not framed. It's a loose frame. So that one, there's prints going to be done of this. And then the chaotic, if you have OCD, but this is my welding area, jewelry making, part of the wood shop. Got a forge, got a blacksmith and some anvils, got my welders over here. Getting the saddles out of here soon. But then, this one. So, but yes, I do. And if you're interested in one in particular, one of the paintings, let me know and I'll tell you which and how. This one here is another fire sculpture. This is on childhood trauma. So what this one to me represents is hurt people hurt people. That if we grow up and we become adults, right? And we have these family dynamics. I recreated my family in my living room. And the way I felt was these hurt people that were recreating what happened to them in a manner or didn't know any better. And it was this cliche bit of stuff. And the hurt people thing ends up, why would you recreate this in your own home? Because this little one back here is just wood too. So how many times will I be able to do this before it suffered the same damage? So breaking the cycle. A lot of it's getting rid of the cliches or the blaming. That's how we do things. So, but yes, I do. The sculptures and such like this, not so much yet. But this here, to me, don't to break the cycle. Deal with the trauma and don't re-inflict harm. Don't be a hurt person to hurt people, and don't recreate that environment at home because it sucked. This is literally, it's what I felt like as a kid. So let me get back over here. I'll show you a couple more of the sculptures, some of the other art. Um, Here's the Belvedere I was working on. So I'm Jesse Montero. I build impossible sculptures, y'all. Two, please, I do have some videos and stuff here. So all the watches, the shares, the likes to Facebook or otherwise, please hit me up. Share to whatever you can. Any love you can give me, I'll take. TikTok, I'll be live in an hour and 20 minutes. So please catch me over there. That'll be a different kind of show. But thanks. And that's also, I have subscribers there. A lot of awesome people. Jackie, Gayla, Sadie, Cheeky, Whitney, Beautiful Phoenix, and Reeves. There we go. But do giveaways and stuff as well. So definitely want to check me out on TikTok. Get your name on the boards. Some of the paintings and such, like these here, that's micro expressions. How many feelings can one human have? And thank you, Cool Breeze. Really do appreciate you being here, bro. So yeah, on these, like if you're looking at some of the larger pieces, 200 to 300 on some of the big ones, that's Alan Watts and C.G. Jung, two of my heroes in the psychology world and theology. Some of the creepier paintings, you're looking at $80 to 120. So about 80 is the lowest price. Here's a pretty little forest. Yeah, Alan Watts. Dude, I went to friggin' Burning Man and I got a hug from a woman and her husband that traveled with the Baba Ram Dass. Yes. And the combination of these two, you know? So, yeah, when I painted them, I was just so in the moment and the whole... And I was telling the story of the Archer the other day. Right. Yeah, so this one's up too. It's not framed, so it does ship easily in a tube. But I'll do 200 on that one if you'd like. And I'm Jesse Montero in Yerington, Nevada. I do not have my link tree posted, but I will now. I'm going to go post my link tree in some of my bio and videos. I'm trying to learn how to navigate this whole thing, you know? And like his teachings and such too. One of the things I'm big on is you have the good, the bad, and then you have the vessel that contains it, right? You have you and the struggle of the good and the bad. No way, you're good, bro. Thank you for the chat and the talk. Like, here's one. So I got a few more minutes left on this live, y'all, and I love to do this. So, hey, algorithm of YouTube. Don't know how you work, but I'm gonna burn some sage. It's a blessing. All right. So, to all of us that are currently in those moments, may prosperity and peace find us all and find us soon. May we make as much money as we could ever hope to get. May every bit of success I ever hoped for my own life, every bit of health, love, positivity, exposure in the world, collaboration, traveling, everything, health, peace, that anybody out there with a sickness that's going through it, may we find strong people to walk through it next to. For those of us that are being strong for those that are sick, may we maintain that and a positive attitude and be for them what we'd need in our life if we were them. So may we take positivity into account, that sometimes just simple comments, kindness, words to people who say they can do nothing for the homeless. Remembering that simply looking at them in the eye and acknowledging them as a human and as another being on this universe, right? To do that. So bless your space, bless my space, all of them. And as the universe, as we travel this rock and these flesh sacks, Yeah. And as Alan Watts in the whole works, is it a good thing? Maybe. Is it a bad thing? Maybe. Do we know? No, and that's okay. In the moment. Yeah, and may we all find that. Decision after decision after decision. May every decision we have to make, I did not, or I did nothing, and then live with that decision the rest of our lives. So, homie, got tingles over the Alan Watts connection. Another follower of the spirit. To the whole, what if 144,000 are actually enlightened beings that needed to hit? What if it's that? So, I'm going to go get ready for a TikTok live here. I'll be live there in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Normally live at 4 p.m. West Coast time. So, be blessed. Thank you much, Cool Breeze Trees. Really appreciate the subscription. We appreciate just everything. Appreciate your time and your vibe. And, yeah, until again, homie. Much love, peeps.